Hello, everybody. Welcome. Unfortunately, our legacy of our first season in the Premier League is quite probably going to be that we can't score goals, no matter how much we try. Let's hope that we have a bit of a chance to change that today. Welcome. Hello and welcome to episode 132 of From the Bottom to the Top, as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you, both in the Premier League. It's match days 16 and 17, Blackburn at Ewood Park and Brentford back at the Bob Lucus, as we try and add points to our tally for the season. But first, as I mentioned in the preamble, we have to score goals, and it's something that we're having a problem with, and we need to look for a striker in the window, which is coming up very, very fast, because we're on the 14th of December here in game, it is coming very, very fast, and we need to be looking to bring in at least a striker, and I would suggest a couple of other positions as well, potentially to shore us up a little bit. We don't have many spaces in the squad, but we can have a little bit of a tinkle around with players that aren't getting game time and bring some new players in, potentially. Anyway, that's what we will be doing. Right, with that all said and done, let's get into the game. But before we do that, just, of course, a reminder that if you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the tactics, let me know what you think we might be able to do to start scoring some goals, etc., etc. Anything to help would be much appreciated. Thank you very much. Right, we left it at the last episode. We were in 13th place. We remain in 13th place. We're actually playing in the late game today, so we will jump forward in a minute and just find out what the other scores are. But we left it. We were in 13th place on 17 points. Just above us, Tottenham in 12th, also on 17, but a better goal difference than us. Leeds and Fulham did play a 1-1 draw. As I anticipated, had we beat Bournemouth, we'd have been stuck in 10th place now, with them both a point behind us. Which is extremely annoying. Crystal Palace are just below us, 1 point below us, on 16 points. They will overtake us if they win today, and we can't. In fact, don't think they're playing today, to be fair. They're playing tomorrow, playing Liverpool, so odds on that they won't. Arsenal still top. They are 3 points clear of Aston Villa in second, 4 points clear of Chelsea in third, and 5 points clear of Manchester United in fourth, down the other end of the table. West Ham, Bournemouth, West Ham and Leicester, all on 11 points, just separated by goal difference. Brentford still on the bottom by 10 points. They are our second opponents of the episode, but won't take much for them to get out of that bottom. That is for sure. Couple of things to just bring you up to date with. We have actually had an increase in our transfer budget. The board said if it's going to be a help to you, we'll give you some more money. So I think we had about 3.5 million. They've bumped that up to 11.75 million, which is very kind of them, but we might need to tweak some of that to go into the wage budget, depending on who we bring in, of course. Or we bend some budgets. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what we're doing. And we have brought in one other player, except I get the right window here, incoming, and it's not in there, of course. We've brought in, not for any other reason, but George Biles. He's been on trial with us. We have brought him in. He previously was at Portsmouth, Fleetwood Town, Milton Keynes Dons on loan. Never played Premier League football before. Never scored a lot of goals, to be fair. But we have brought him in because obviously our recruitment, our academy is pretty rubbish. So we've brought him in. He is a 3-star current ability, potential for 3.5, 4-star, there or thereabouts. He may not do anything, but he might just earn us a bit of money. We've brought him in for nothing. I mean, to be honest, if we shift him on in a couple of seasons' time for a few £1 million, That would be rather good. Who knows? He might be the thing that we've been waiting for. I mean, to be fair, he may be able to score some goals at this level, in which case his value will go up rapidly. That is for sure. Right, Blackburn it is first. We haven't played Blackburn before in this series, but before we do motor on, we're going to come back with the results from the early games. And we come back with the results from the early games. And Arsenal keeping their lead up front, still 3 points clear of Aston Villa. Aston Villa beating Manchester United by 3-1, while Arsenal beat Leeds United by 2-0. We remain in 13th place despite all those games having been played. There are still some to be played. Newcastle beating Fulham by 4-1, which means we can overtake them. If we win today, we would go on to 20 points and move up to that 10th place that we've been trying to get up to. Let's hope we can do that today. Manchester City beating Brentford, so Brentford stay on the bottom. They are 2 points adrift of Bournemouth and Leicester. Bournemouth 2-2 draw against Leicester, which means that Leicester are in there. West Ham dropped down one place, having lost 2-0 to Tottenham. So that is how the day's results have gone so far. Can we capitalise on that and move up to a heady 10th place? Fingers crossed, but we need to score some goals in order to do it. And here is the side that faces Blackburn in this Premier League match day 16 at Ewood Park. It's Fedorchenko in goal, Olsen, Joe and De Bayo. Our defensive line, as you'll see, we've dropped back to wing-backs again. Pedersen and whoever are the wing-backs, Russell Denny and O'Grady Macken in that midfield. Goke and Twine as the attacking midfielders, sitting behind Phil Seeger, who's he's in poor form. And, well, we begrudgingly give him a start today, but this possibly is his last chance. The bench looking like this today, then Winterbottom, G, Patterson, Awakachu, Tanner, Armitage, Batty, Lawrence and Biles. One thing to be mentioned is we have been suffering in the point that even when we bring players off the bench who should impact the game, they haven't been doing so. Here we are at Ewood Park, and they are playing a 4-3-3 today. Lost 3, drawn 1, and won 1 of their last 5. We are playing this formation today. 1-2, drawn 2, lost 1 of our last 5. We are 13th on 17 points. They are 16th on 14 points. Playing in our away or third strip for the 4th time in a row. Just second minute, and they have a free kick. It's gone over the top from Wharton, though. And just that one highlight in that first half. We've had 2 shots, 1 on target, 0.12 and 53% of the possession. But the interesting bit is we've kept them till just 1 shot, nothing on target, 0.02 and 47% of the possession. And they have a corner. Wharton with a corner. And they've scored. Chris Richards. And they get the lead on 51 minutes. And it was a set piece that broke us in the end. Wharton. And it's Richards getting up above. Fedorchenko nearly got his hands to it. And with 65 minutes on the clock, making one change. Mads Pedersen having a poor game out there. He's picked up a yellow card as well. We've replaced him with Henry Lawrence. We have a free kick, Joe, to Russell Denny. 67 on the clock. Olsen. De Bayo. De Bayo goes out wide. Comes inside. Goke. Goke now. He's got the ball through, but it was a poor ball in the end. And they're coming again. And we don't seem to have a way around what... Luckily, it's gone over top. It's saved by Fedorchenko. But a corner, and they scored from a corner last time. Jalalo. And it's gone over the top. And Oranjo comes on for Wharton. Jallo into the area, cuts it back, and it was Leonardo, and a save from Fedorchenko. And with 74 minutes on the clock, making two more changes. Phil Seeger is off up top. We have brought on Daniel Batty, and we have taken off Emre Goke, not having such a good day today. He's been replaced by George Biles, who makes his debut. This time he's going to play on the left wing. 88 on the clock. Lawrence with a throw into Biles. Russell Denny. It's a poor ball, though, but it's not cleared properly. De Bayo comes on. De Bayo. Oh. And a game that we should have won. We've gone and lost. Chris Richards on 51 minutes. And once again, we've just not looked like scoring, really. We've had 10 shots, 6 of them on target. The goalkeeper saved it, kept us in it, kept it. We're just not, yeah. 0.90. They've had 8 shots, 5 on target. 0.85. 52% of the possession against our 48. It's another 2 points dropped. 3 points dropped. Well, the opportunity to climb to 10th place has gone begging. And, well, I'm greatly disappointed. We'd have been in 10th place, and we'd have been some 8 points clear of Leicester in 18th place. As it is, we are just 5 points clear of them now, at the bottom of the table there. And as I said, 35 points is the marker that we need to get to, and a loss against Blackburn is not the result that we wanted. We move on, we move upwards, we play the bottom side, and surely, being at home, we must be able to get a result against them. I'd like to think so. I'd like to hope so. But there's no cast iron guarantee. 7 days down to the match against Brentford. We'll be back just ahead of that with any news. So you come back and join us. It's match day against Brentford. Premier League match day 17. One bit of news that we have for you is Grady Macken has picked up too many yellow cards and is suspended. And the other thing we need to do is try and stop this little bit of run of poor form. 2 draws and 2 losses in the last 4 games. Need to get back on track and start putting some more points on the board. And here is the team that faces Brentford. And as you'll see, once again, we've changed formation, trying to find the right mix that works for us. We're a poor team. We have trouble getting forward and getting these just momentum, really. And we want to try and find that momentum if we can. The team to do it today, or at least try, is Fedorchenko in goal. Pedersen and whoever the wing backs, Joe and De Bayo a flat back 2, Russell Denny, Batty and G in our midfield, and it's struggling because obviously Grady Macken is out. Batty coming into that midfield. Twine plays as the linking player in attacking midfield, and we put 2 up front today. Phil Seeger, who's completely out of form, and Wakachu, who's not really getting too much of a chance. Both of them playing up front today. The bench then looks like this: Winterbottom, Olsen, Goke, Biles, Tanner, Patterson, Aponte, Lawrence and Jesteri. And here we are back at the new Bob Lucus Stadium. Lost 2, drawn 2, 1-1 of our last 5. That's diminishing win ratio. They've lost 3, 1-2 of their last 5, playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Mbeo is up front. We are 14th on 17 points. Brentford 20th on 10 points. We have a free kick. Twine with a free kick. And I think it's gone for a corner. No, it hasn't. No. It was a goal kick in the end. And they come forward through the lines. And they're out wide. They've got nobody out there to mark him. And going to struggle to keep this on piste. Another person out here wide. Morgan into the area. And Maduki is the scorer. And once again, we're in terrible trouble, aren't we? We go behind on 25 minutes. Have a corner. It is swung in. It's not headed clear, but Fredoshenko collects that. Is the highlight going to continue? It appears to be the case. De Bayo. It's a poor ball, and that's our... Just, what is it? Gone over the top, thankfully. Pedersen with a throw into Russell Denny. Joe G. But the problem is I'm not seeing a way in at all. And again, we've just lost the ball. I really don't know. I think our best bet is to get relegated and try again. That's if we don't get the sack. Headed away this time by whoever. But it's still being recycled and into the arms of Fedorchenko. Half-time has arrived with that goal behind. They've had 8 shots, 5 on target, 1.17. We've had 2 shots. And I think that just sort of sums it up, doesn't it? We've not had anything on target. We've had 60% of the possession, though, but we've just done nothing with it. And, yeah, it's been poor. Well, with 66 minutes on the clock, we've not had another shot. We've not done anything. I'm at a loss to know what we should do. Scott Twine again. He's been absolutely flipping useless. Mads Pedersen, he's been pretty useless as well. All in all, it's poor dues. Right, we're going to move the wing backs forward. We're going to pop them in there. G's going to drop back into here, make up a flat back 3. We're going to go wide players, I think, because take Twine off. Batty can't play wide. Russell Denny can't play wide. We're going to have to sort one of them out and take off. We're taking Twine off. We're going to bring on Emre Goke. We'll push him out wide. And what we will do is Goke can be an inverted winger on support. And Russell Denny and Batty's got a yellow card, so I'm tempted to leave Russell Denny in the middle here. We'll change it up, and we're going to... Who are we going to bring on out here? Who do they suggest? Suggest Travis Patterson. So we'll bring Travis Patterson on out there, and we're going to make him an inside forward on support. Deep line forward on attack. Right, we're going to change. That's the formation we're going to adopt then for the rest of this half. 2 changes. Scott Twine off, replaced by Emre Goke, and we've replaced Daniel Batty with Travis Patterson. Let's see if we can go and actually win this. Do we make him... He's a roaming playmaker. Maybe we'll make him an advanced playmaker. Right, that's the formation we're going to make then. And let's see if we can get back in this game. We have highlights, 80 minutes on the lock. Pedersen, and Pedersen, a poor ball again. De Bayo cuts that out. And we've won it back in midfield. Russell Denny, whoever. Goke goes round his man. Gorkay's still there. Gorkay puts it away. And we are back level on 81 minutes. And it's his 5th goal of the season, having one ruled out, I think, in another game. And, well, Goke, all on his own. Thought he was going to lose the ball there. But in the end, kept his head and put it away. Question of offside. Oh, being played on. All the players are on. And with nearly 90 minutes on the clock, making the rest of our changes, we have taken off whoever replaced him with George Tanner. We have taken off Reece Russell Denny. Both these players are tired. We've replaced Russell Denny with Lawrence, I think it is. And Patterson moving into Patterson we've taken off as well. Sorry, Pedersen has come off for Lawrence, and then we have taken off Reece Russell-Denny. Patterson comes on for him. I think we'd only made one change. Who's the other one that's come off? Scott Twine was the change that we made. Reece Russell-Denny has come off. Patterson comes on in midfield. Daniel Batty possibly. Or did we change it around? I don't know, but they're all the changes. Twine is off, Patson off, whoever off, Batty's off, and Reece Russell-Denny. Biles is on that left-hand side. Can we go and get a winning goal in injury time? 4 minutes to be played. We have a corner. Gorkay with a corner. 93rd minute. This one, back post. It's gone in. No, surely that had gone in. And we managed to pick up 1 point in this particular episode. Gorkay coming on. 5 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance. 8.1 for him. Player of the match. He come on 69 minutes. That tells a story indeed. And we should have won that game, I think. 8 shots, 4 on target. Turned it around a little bit. 0.96 and 56% of the possession. They had 10 shots, 6 on target, 1.26 and 44% of the possession. It's a point. And here's the rest of the day's results. We've picked 1 point up in those last 2 matches. We've had a run of 5 games without a win now. And our gap over us and the drop zone is down to 3 points. So we're going to have to watch it because Leicester have won today against Blackburn, 3-1. Something we couldn't do, of course. West Ham... a 2-2 draw against Manchester United. Good result for them. Brentford, of course, drawing 1-1 with us. So the bottom teams all doing quite well. Bournemouth, they were 1-0 winners over Crystal Palace. So you can see how things are breaking out here as it happens at the minute. Top of the table, Arsenal, who had been on a bit of a run and have lost today. They've lost to Newcastle by 2-0, which means that Chelsea, having beaten Fulham by 1-0 in the early game, have closed the gap to just 1 point at the top of the table. It is then a 5-point gap down to Aston Villa, who've hit a little bit of a rough spot. They lost to Southampton today. Manchester United are in 4th place. As I said, the 2-2 draw against West Ham today. Newcastle, Manchester City and Liverpool are in the rest of the European places. Brighton are 6 points outside in 8th place with 17 games played. And down the other end of the table, we are in 14th. Southampton marauding. They were down in this bottom area. All of a sudden have found some form, and that's exactly what we want to do, but just can't do it. Maybe we need to look and see what formation they're playing. They're climbing the table rapidly at the moment. They're up to 20 points and in 10th place, where we wanted to be, but haven't. We are in 14th on 18 points, 1-4, drawn 6, lost 7 games, a -12 on the old goal difference. Well, yes. We're going to come back. I'm not sure where we're coming back, actually. I'm not sure we're going to come back for Leeds and Newcastle, or we're going to come back for Tottenham and the FA Cup 3rd round against Stockport County. It's going to be a bit of a mystery. You will find out in the next episode. But I do hope that you can join me for that. As you can see, our run form, I mean, we haven't lost all of them, but I mean, we've been poor, and we need to hope that we can pick up a bit of form somewhere, because if we can't, I think we could be finding ourselves back in the Championship next season. That's if we don't get the sack in the meantime. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know where we're going wrong. Something has blown up and something is going radically wrong. I think it was just not got the quality in the team, and we haven't invested as we've come up through the leagues to be prepared to go straight into the Premier League. Too good for the Championship, not good enough for the Premier League. It's the old story of a lot of teams when they climb into the Premier League, of course. Doing all the things does mean that you will keep you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top and our other series Going Dutch as they are released. And new episodes of Bottom to the Top released every Thursday, 4:15 p.m. Best way of keeping up to date of when things are happening, when they're coming out, and all the rest of it is to follow me on X at Just Offside 2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It's going to be episode 133. Hopefully by then we'll have worked out how we can win some games. Goodbye.